Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. It is the second part of the Sephora haul. Um, it's skincare, hair care, and a little bit of body care. So, before I jump in, this look that I did, I'm actually pretty happy with it. And if you see me kind of doing this, it's because I'm tired and the light is irritating me a little bit. I used the Essence Taupe It Up, Lorac Mystic Oak, and Natasha Denona Mini Xenon palettes. The blush is Hourglass. It's the one I showed you in the last part of this haul, or the first part, I mean. Be very light-handed if you pick that up. I used a Wet n Wild highlighter, and then the tinted moisturizer I'm wearing is also, I think it's Wet n Wild. It might be Essence. And then the lipstick is MAC Powder Kiss in Over the Taupe. So I wanted to kind of give you a rundown of that before we get into this. I'm going to start with the body care. Piece of advice, you guys. If you are interested in high-end skincare and just have to be on a, tighter budget, what I would suggest doing is have your drugstore level stuff that you know works. Your ELF, your, I don't know, I can't even think of it. Who else is good? I'm having trouble thinking of like brands that I really like that are drugstore skincare. The Ordinary and the Inkey List are two that are in this haul from Sephora, and those are both decently priced under $20. I like Wildcat, I think that's how you say it, WLDKAT is how it's spelled on the Ulta site. That stuff does get up into the 20s, but I think it's quite good. Good Molecules is another one I think is reasonably priced, in like the 25 and under range. In fact, they make my favorite eye cream and my favorite cleansing bar. And then if you want to try high-end skincare, buy minis. Seriously, buy minis. Generally, they're not that stingy. Sometimes, but not always. And you'll get, good 10, 15 uses out of them. Now, if you are one of those people that does a lot of skincare every single day, you may not find it worth it. But for someone like me that's, kind of hit and miss, but does it enough that it helps, then those things last me a while. Without further ado, let's jump into this. I'm starting off with the body and lip care. This is the Sephora Gingerbread Lip Sleeping Mask. I'm going to give it a quick rotate so you can see the label. Because this has really tiny text and I can't tell. Enough vision to do my own makeup, not so much to read tiny text, and I'm not going to subject you guys to listening to the scanner app on my phone. But yeah, that's what this is. It's moisturizing. It's really thick. It feels good. I can't honestly recommend this. It's so-so. If you want a good one under $10, get the Milani Rose Sleeping Mask. It tastes good, it smells good, and it works. This does work, but it doesn't taste like gingerbread. It kind of smells like gingerbread, but it's a little bit like chemically. I'll definitely use this, but I'm not impressed. So that's the Sephora brand. Sometimes the Sephora brand has some really good stuff. Sometimes it flops. Next is the mini Daily Stone Body Moisturizer from Kate McLeod. I bought this to take on a trip, but this box is not going to hold up to traveling. No, this fabric was not on here this messily when I got it. I'm just going to put it back in here. It is a little round bar. She's got a bunch of these, and this is the mini size. And it's generous. This was, I think, $12 or $15. It's actually a little melty. I need to put this somewhere else. when I'm done. But it smells really good. It smells kind of honey-like and very floral. And it's a very good hydrator. It reminds me of using my Lush Full of Grace bar. Oh, I rewrapped that. Like I said, I don't think the box is going to hold up, so I don't know if I'm actually going to take this on a trip with me. This might be just something nice that I splurge with. Maybe if you guys have any suggestions as to something I could put that in that would be sturdy enough and it wouldn't get smashed. Because it is nice and small. It's just I feel like this box is kind of awkward to throw in my toiletry bag. That's really nice. I think I said it was Kate McLeod. And this is the Moroccan Oil hand cream in the original fragrance. It's very sweet. It's very spicy. It's really quite nice. I've used this and it's really nourishing. This was about $12 for almost 2 ounces. And even though that's kind of small, I actually think it's worth it for how nice it is and how far it goes. So I'm definitely thinking I might try the other one at some point. Just because of how nice this feels. And I believe this is the mini size. This is what I mean when I say sometimes with the higher end brands, like Moroccan Oil is kind of mid to high end. I think some of their stuff is up in the 40s and 50s. Get the minis because they're not that stingy. They're decent. Now on to a little bit of skincare. This is supposed to be the squalane cleanser from The Ordinary. I'm just rotating it so you can see the label. That's easier than me trying to stare at it to like figure out which side I need to flash at you. I have not tested this yet. I think it will probably be thicker. The packaging is nice. Now, I spend a lot of my time downstairs. It's where I work. It's where I entertain, if I'm like watching something. I fall asleep on the couch watching a show all the time. And sometimes I'm like, I need to take my makeup off. Sometimes I'm sweaty and gross and tired from having been working on stuff or running around all day. And I want to wash my face, but I don't feel like going upstairs. So I wanted a cleanser, and I got this one for that, and I'll talk about it in a second. And then this one ended up being big enough that it's more like something I'd actually keep in my downstairs bathroom as opposed to packing in my toiletries. So I'll end up picking up a little container to put some of this in. I haven't tried this yet. My experience with The Ordinary has been a little bit hit and miss. The high adherence silicone primer is nice. I definitely think that's worth picking up. If you want a really smooth, like, poreless primer look, and you wear primer, it's worth it. So this I'll have to try to see what I think. That may end up being in the downstairs bathroom. That may end up being like something I stick upstairs as a backup. Next but not least, what? I'm tired. Okay. Let's talk about the other cleanser. This is from the In-Key list. And this is the hyaluronic cleanser. $9. Not bad for this bottle. Now, the reviews were all talking about, oh, it makes my skin feel super silky and soft. I have not experienced that. I have experienced a reliable clean, but nothing special with this. So, I kind of want to compare it and see which one I like better to decide which one's going to stay downstairs and which one's going to be backstashed for when I need it. Okay, some quick thoughts on the In-Key list, since I'm all over the place. The other item I have from them right here is the caffeine eye cream. And it looks like that. I've tried this and it is very smooth. It feels good. It's not irritating. My favorite eye cream is from Good Molecules, which is where I get my favorite cleansing bar that I use on my face in the shower. From the in-key list, I have the Oat Cleansing Balm upstairs, which is what I use to take my makeup off and things like that. So now with that and then these two items, I'm getting pretty close to where I feel like I could do an in-key list like video talking about my feelings on just their product line. It's a good, reliable, basic skincare line at Sephora. But yeah, this is nice. This eye cream is nice. Like I said, my favorite right now is the Yerba Mate Wake Up eye cream from Good Molecules. But it's, I don't hate having another one to try out. My Yerba Mate one is actually getting a bit low. Now this one definitely will make it in the travel stash. This is a mini of the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizer Lotion. They make a lotion, they make a cream, and they make a gel. I think they make a cream. Those all refer to different consistencies. This feels slightly oily when you put it on, or like a little bit heavy, but honestly, it didn't break me out, and my skin has become somewhat reactive over the last few years. So just FYI, it's safe. This is one of those minis I don't think is all that generous. I mean, this is 1 ounce and it was like $6. But it'll work for taking a trip. And I think that it's nice when you travel to have some really cool, nicer skincare to try out. And the thing is, with it being a little bit heavy, I don't mind because in the winter, end of winter, early spring, I'm taking a trip up to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and my skin's going to get crazy dry. It does every time I go up there. So something a little bit richer will be really nice. Like this Clinique stuff. Another piece of advice I'd love to give you guys when you are shopping for literally anything. Clothes, makeup, skincare, home wares, anything. Look at the reviews. But don't look at the 5-star reviews, which might be like the ones that are bought and paid for. And don't look at necessarily the 1-star, because that's where you're going to be like, that's where you're going to get people who are like, it was late 1 day, so I'm giving it 1 star, even though it's not the product's fault that the shipping was late. I say look at the 2, 3, and 4 stars, especially like the 3 and 4. Because if someone takes the time to decide on one of those levels, they're really kind of considering what they have to say, I think, for the most part. And that's where you're going to find out, oh, this formula broke me out. This formula made my skin look really good. This has a weird smell, or it smells really nice. I think it's worth checking that sort of stuff out. Or like, hey, this shirt fell apart on me after 6 months. That kind of thing is worth knowing. When, you're making a purchase, kind of figure out what people have to say about it. But look carefully for the reviews that seem like there's actually some thought behind them. So like that's just something that I've discovered helps with, better buying, is checking out the 3 and 4-star reviews. All right. Last but not least, we got some hair stuff. This, I highly recommend this. This is the Amica Soul Food Nourishing Mask. Now, I ordered the 2-ounce size, which is around $14 or $15. With my hair being so short, it lasts me a couple of months, so I feel like it's worth it. They sent me this 4-ounce. I think it's a 4-ounce. So I don't know if they sent me the wrong size or what happened. Please no one telling me. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm dumb. But yeah, this stuff is absolutely stinking worth it. It makes your hair really soft. It smells a little bit like, if you're not super into like the fruity, woodsy scent, you might not love this, but honestly, it's not strong at all. And, you know, with your other shower stuff, it'll blend well. But yeah, I love this mask, and I'm grateful I got sent what I think is maybe a size bigger than I actually ordered. Because this is gonna last me for probably the next year. uh, and I love Amica. Like, I'll definitely be buying more stuff from them. Alright, so this little guy, I forget which company it is from, but it is called the Glass Sealant. And what you do is you spray this from ends to roots, and you work it through, and you comb it while your hair is damp. You don't use any other products with it. This is a mini reward one I got. So I'm just kind of like rotating it so you can see. And I have not tried this yet. It's so little, I don't want to waste it on like a trial run. But I'm excited to play with this. And this is one of the things I'll be taking on my trip, along with this JVN Air Styling Cream. I'll give it a bit of a rotate so you guys can see it. I like this like kind of aluminum packaging. Companies, please use this kind of aluminum packaging. Please. It's recyclable, I think. Or at least like it's not hard on the environment like plastic packaging is. I so appreciate when I see this. The Yerba Mate, or Yerba Mate. I don't know why I always want to say it with a V. It's Yerba Mate. Fuck. I'm just like tripping over myself at this point. But this stuff comes in this nice packaging like that eye cream does, and I'm really excited about it because I kind of just like looked at it, you know, checked it out a little bit, and it's not something I've tried out. I don't want to waste it because there's not a ton. But there's probably good 10-15 uses in this little guy, and it was $9 for the mini size. I don't think that's unreasonable for a higher end thing. I just want to test. And what else was I going to say about this? It's from the brand JVN, which I've never tried before. I've never even seen it before. So yeah, it's nice to experiment with new brands. Anyways, I'm all over the place with this video. Sorry about that. It's just one of those days. Winter sucks. I've spent my week putting weather stripping on some windows and fixing some furniture and generally just trying to do life stuff. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm planning on doing a video, I think, of the cosmetic and toiletry bag contents when I'm packing it in those. I mean, for my trip at some point. I might try to do a skincare video at some point. I don't know. We'll see. Skincare, favorite skincare under $20, which is basically all of my skincare because I'm not really into paying that much for it when it's not really my favorite thing to use. I love just, if I'm gonna budget for something, it's something I know I'm gonna love. And skincare, while I can enjoy it, it is very pampering. Self-care is very spiritual. I don't know. I think sometimes brands are selling their name. They're not necessarily selling better quality. And that's kind of how I feel. Remember that Valentino item I had as a reward from my last video? It was about the brand. It wasn't really about the quality of the product. And that happens a lot. So I'd rather it be something I know is good quality. So I'm going to jump off of here. Go take a nap. I hope you guys liked this. Let me know if you guys want to see like a get ready with me kind of video where I will talk, beauty and maybe some style tips for anyone with partial vision loss. I cannot speak to the totally blind community because their needs are entirely different in that department. But if you'd be curious to see that, my take on that, you should let me know. Bye.